Welcome to The Zone. Today we're going to be going over our top 5 wide receivers and running backs of the 2021 NFL Draft. For our wide receivers, starting at number 5 is KADARIUS TONEY out of Florida. Toney will likely fall due to his size and age, but wherever he falls, they're getting an absolute steal. KADARIUS TONEY reminds me of Percy Harvin. He could play on the outside, inside, great hands, good route runner, great run after the catch ability, very elusive, quick change of direction, speed. Today's NFL features a lot of bubble and screen passes, and sometimes to be able to make the first guy miss, to be able to get a big chunk of yards, KADARIUS TONEY will be able to make a lot of guys miss. Number 4, JAYLEN WADDLE out of Alabama. My favorite thing about this kid is his heart. Getting hurt in the championship game and then going back, hobbling out there on a bum ankle just illustrates his love for the game. You could be the biggest and fastest player in the game, but if you don't have the heart, you're not going to be able to make it far in. This kid's got the heart. He's also got insane speed and is more complete of a prospect than Ruggs was, who was drafted at 12, so don't be surprised if we end up seeing Waddle go higher than most expect. He reminds me of Deshaun Jackson. He's very fast, good routes, great hands, made a lot of contested catches down the field. He could turn a slant into a big chunk of yards. There's a lot to like about the kid. Number 3, DeVonta Smith. Now, I consider last year's class the best wide receiver class I've ever seen, and I take DeVonta Smith over all of those guys. He's the best Bama receiver that we've seen since Julio Jones. My pro comparison is Marvin Harrison. He runs the smoothest routes. He plays faster than his 40 and bigger than his frame. The only criticism we have is that he's skinny, but we don't think that's going to hold him back with his undeniable talent. He's got elite hands, elite catch radius, overall just an elite prospect, which goes to show how great this class is if what I'm saying is an elite prospect at number 3. Number 2 is Ja'Marr Chase. Now, Chase could do everything DeVonta could do, but he's stronger and faster, which is why I think he's the more intriguing prospect. When he last played, I think it was 2019, he nearly had 1,800 yards and 20 touchdowns. My pro comparison for him is Odell Beckham Jr. He can burn you over the top or in the inside with his breakaway speed. He runs crisp routes. He can sell the double moves, hesitates fooling you fooling DBs and turning on the Jets straight to the crib. This guy's like a Julio Jones type prospect, and he's going to be making some quarterback's job a lot easy. Number 1, Kyle Pitts. And I'm probably sitting there saying, like, hold up, this guy's a tight end. No, this guy is an elite wide receiver who just so happens to play tight end. He has the best catch radius of the class. He's arguably the best route runner of the class. He's not an elite blocker by any means, but he gets the job done. He's got a quick release and runs a 4.44 speed at 6'6", 245. This guy's going to be an absolute monster in the red zone. How do you stop a guy that has that speed and that size? He can outrun most linebackers. He's bigger than most safeties. That's why my pro comparison for him is Kellen Winslow Sr. He's an absolute game changer and the NFLs are going to have to change their game in order to adapt to him. Your team's not getting him, then you better pray that your division rival doesn't. Now we're going to hand it off to our NFL analyst, Jared Starr, for our top 5 running backs. Jared?
Yeah, thanks for that. Appreciate it. Yeah, welcome to The Zone on a Monday. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and dive right in here. Got our doing our top 5 running backs of the 2021 NFL Draft here. So we'll just kind of start with number 5 here. Number 5, people had him a little higher on the board here. Personally, I didn't see anything that wowed me. I'm going Javonte Williams from UNC at 5. A lot of people have him a lot higher. For me, nothing really jumped off the tape, right? He's a physical runner, fights for extra yards, big goal line back, big third down back, but just nothing jumped off the tape. He's not, breaking a few tackles, but he doesn't have breakaway speed. He's not a third down back for catch passing. So, just kind of was hard for me to put him any higher than 5. And so far we'll go and jump into the number 4 pick here. Now this one may surprise some people. Some people do not have CHUBA Hubbard this high. He's a forgotten back in this draft. Great size for a 3-down back. He's 6 foot, 208, and really good size. Also ran the 4.36 at the Oklahoma State Pro Day. So I really like his burst. He's a 3-down back, and let's face it, there's a lot of teams looking for that next level game changer that can come in and start right away. This is definitely that guy. He'll come in and he can be a starting back for some NFL teams that don't have their guy. So really like him at 4, and let's go and jump into number 3. Really love this guy, Michael Carter from UNC, the other back from UNC. Now, he's a little more versatile than Javonte Williams, in my opinion. It's my main reason for having him at 3. He's got power for being a little guy. What is he here? 5'9", 200 pounds. Little guy, but you watch it on film, man, does he burst through. I mean, start to stop is really good. Not as elite as like a Travis Etienne, for example, but really good start to stop. That's what really separated him above Javonte Williams between those two UNC backs. So, and you got to really like that 4.540 time. Not breakaway speed, but big chunks of yards on a consistent basis. So, really like him at 3 there. I think, you know, a team like the Dolphins could really benefit if a couple of these backs go higher. We'll kind of see where things fall. But, yeah, moving into the number 2 pick here. And this is where we get a little controversial with the 1 to 2. I like Najee Harris as the number 2 back. Now, I really struggled on 1 to 2 here. Love Najee Harris, though. Big 3-down back, big frame, great burst through the holes. My comp here for Najee Harris was Ricky Williams. Very versatile, 3-down back, can break tackles, but also break away. Not breakaway speed that some scouts may be looking for at the NFL level, but he can increase that. So we'll see what happens there, but I really like that for a very high first-round pick. And yeah, jumping into the number 1 spot is none other than Travis Etienne from Clemson. Let's face it, he is the most elite running back in ACC history. I mean, he's done it all in a 4-year college career. Man, I mean, championships, he's got that mentality, championship caliber level play. And let's just face it, on film, he jumps out. That was the biggest thing to mark him over Najee Harris here, was just that he jumps out on film. He's got that 4.4 240 time, most complete back in the draft. He's got I would say, the most elite start to stop. Man, can he just accelerate very fast. And I think that makes a big difference into the next level, playing against those next level pros. So, yeah, I really like Travis Etienne as the best back in the draft here. So it's going to be interesting seeing where he goes.
Also, can you name us a running back that maybe running back needy teams should keep an eye on? Perhaps a mid to late round guy that teams could keep a lookout for?
Yeah, no, definitely. There's a lot of depth of backs in this draft. You know, beyond these 5, you could say there's another 5 backs or so that could potentially be year 1 producers. Just to name one, out of Memphis, Gainwell. I think Kenneth Gainwell is the name there. You know, Memphis is a producing factory for these tool guys that can just come into the NFL and produce. You know, you got Anthony Miller. He came out of Memphis. You got Anthony Gibson from Washington. So, you know, I'm really high on this Memphis back. I think he can come in, kind of be your slot guy, be your 3rd down back, and contribute right away to a team like the Falcons or something like that.
Well, you heard it here, folks. If you liked what you saw, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment on the channel. We'll see you next time.